All right, we're gonna go into Canvas. Today's activities, so you need to go along with me. And find today's date, which is Thursday. And click on your bell ringer. You already there? All right, so yesterday we talked about properties of matter. And so we're going to, changes of matter. So we're going to label these as either physical or chemical. Remember, if it's a physical change of any kind, the substance stays the same. So if I were to take this piece of paper and wad it up, it's still a piece of paper. I just changed how its shape is. If I took the bottom off of this, it's still a hole punch. I just removed a piece of it. I didn't physically change it into a different substance. So physical keeps the substance the same. Chemical change is creating something new. So it's usually a chemical reaction of some kind. So on these, you need to think, is this a chemical reaction? Is it creating something new? If the answer is no, then it is physical change. If the answer is yes, it is chemical. So if I were to take a piece of paper and cut it, is that creating something new? No. So number one is a physical. So you just put physical, or you could just put P. Number two, if I take a piece of paper and I'm coloring on it, have I created a whole new something?
No, I think it's still paper, right? Is it still paper?
Yeah, it's still paper. You just added color, right?
Yeah.
So it is also a physical, so I'm going to put number two, and you just put P if you want. All right, if I ignite a piece of paper, I set it on fire. Chemical, because I've created gases that I can't necessarily see. I may have some ash left over. In other words, it's not paper anymore. I've created something new. Crumbling up a piece of paper, physical, it's still a piece of paper. It's just been crumbled up. And a lot of people mess up on boiling water. When I boil water, what is that? No, because all you're doing is changing liquid water into gaseous water, water vapor. It's still water, it's still H2O. You didn't change anything about it. So boiling and melting are physical changes. You're going to submit that here. And then before we get into today's lessons, we're going to go into modules. I want to talk a little bit about Friday, tomorrow. So if you scroll down to tomorrow's Friday, I have some instructions here, and I have a bell ringer. And then I have right here, create a student account copy. It was a copy of something I have in another module. That's why it has copy there. Since you're here, I want you to click on this, and we're going to do this together. We have access to something called Plasma Games. And I have to get out of student view so we can see everything. And this is sort of a video game. It's called Science Ops, and it uses a lot of physical science objectives in it. And part of your Friday assignment is going to be playing a level of this game. So we have to get you signed in. Now, when you sign in here, you will not see this picture right here. You will automatically see this picture. So I need you to go to play.plasma play.games/login. So go to a new tab, and I want you to type in play.plasma.games/login. And then press return. Play.plasma.games/login. And you should see the second picture that has the yellow arrow on it. And you're going to click on Need an Account at the bottom. So pretty much in what they created, this picture right here, it doesn't take you there. It automatically takes you to number 3. And then you're going to click at the bottom, Need an Account. And then, have you gotten that far? You are going to create a new student account. So you're going to click on the yellow one. And don't type a lot anything yet, just click on the yellow one. Now, what I want you to do for your username is, what is your first part of your email? It should be the first 3 letters of your name. So I'm going to use you for an example, Austin. It should be AUSMUL, and then the last 3 digits of your lunch number. So I want you to use that for your, so there should be 3 numbers here. I want you to use the password that you use to get into your email. So use the password to get into your email. If you can't remember this part, you can click on a new tab and go into your email, and you should be able to see it. It's what you would log into your Chromebook with. Then you're just going to ask for a code, and you're going to use this green code, and I'll write it real big up here because I know that's small, but you should be able to see it on your computer. Capital A, Q, M, F, capital C, capital U, lowercase k, capital U. I can't remember what else it asked for you there.
Hey, just, you have to do this.
Yes, and then you have to put in, oh, okay. So when you go to put in that little code at the bottom, if you're not sure what it is, don't click it and I can help you get it in.
Yeah, because it reads.
Sometimes, oh, don't put any space. Okay, your H has to be capital. So just change the H to capital. There you go. Now create student account.
Wait, you put a U over there? I thought it was an N.
Oh,
That's
Thank
why I did
you.
it wrong. Yeah.
thank you.
I was like,
I may have went down at the other one. That was my mistake. Sorry about that. Yes, I put 2 U's. Sorry, you gotta put all that stuff back in. All right, then for the classroom code, put capital A, Q, capital C, U, lowercase a,
okay.
capital N. Now, when you put this in, and I think that's a 1. Nope, it's either a capital I, nope, it's lowercase l. Oh, it's not going to change. Okay, it's a lowercase l from here. Now let's see what happens.
It said the class code isn't a thing.
Okay, well, I typed his in and it worked.
Okay.
So let me, and just wait right there, Austin. So, oh, hold on. U-M-N, capital. Is that a lowercase k that you type
Yeah.
before the N? So capital A, lowercase q, lowercase m, lowercase f, capital C, capital U, lowercase k, capital N. All right, now try.
Okay.
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 Now,
So this is the
Um,
password?
yeah. So when you get to this screen where it says student portal, you're going to, tomorrow, you're going to click on the yellow that says play science op. So go ahead and click on it just so you can get an idea of what it looks like.
So, Chrome,
Yeah, just click OK or whatever it has there. And it'll load a plasma, you'll see plasma games coming up. It'll take a minute to load, but then it's gonna give you an option. I would suggest, even if you're used to playing video games, I would suggest choosing the first option when it gives you an option that says you don't play them. Because what it does in the first few levels, it shows you how to maneuver. So I joined as a student and that's what I did just so that I could see kind of how it is. I don't do video games anyway. If you're familiar with video games, you'll catch on fairly quick. But you have to, it pretty much tells you step by step what to do and things like this. You're going to try to get through level 1 tomorrow. So I'm going to go back a minute and go into the directions so you'll understand what to do tomorrow. So when you log in tomorrow, you need to read instructions first. So you need to do the bell ringer, and you've already created a student account, so you need to jump down to number 3. Once you create the account, you need to log in and play the Science Op games through level 1. Oh, I said textbook, that should be text box, I gotta fix that. Then you're gonna submit in the next item, in a text box stating your opinion and any questions you have. And then there's a density online activity you're gonna do. So you can just click next on these when you get here and not go back. That would be the bell ringer. You would click next. Remember, mine's looking different. We've already done this. We go back in student view. So you're going to click next. This is the little text box. It's not gonna, you can't see it because I'm in student view, but it'll tell you what questions to answer and submit for it's 3 questions, so it's just 3 points. And then,
this is for tomorrow?
yes, and then you've got an online activity. So that's your work for tomorrow. So every Friday, you've got to do a level of that plasma game.
Okay.
Not my, anyway, it's what we're supposed to do. So back to today. We did the bell ringer. So we've got some puzzles. We're gonna watch these videos in just a minute. You may do that. Well, no, I want to talk through how to do density problems first, and then you'll watch the video and work on the density problems. All right, yesterday in the notes, we did density. From a little.
Are we trying, do we like?
You can exit out of that.
Do we
No, you log in with what you set up with when you're there. But we're not gonna play that game now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Do the work.
yeah. You just put what we used before.
Should we bookmark this or?
Yeah, you can bookmark it if you like. All right, so I'm going to talk about a couple things first up here to explain how to go through density. You've got 3 videos that also explain it. I tried to pick 3, different ways. Density deals with mass and volume, and it is a formula Density equals mass divided by volume. So you'll need to have access to a calculator. Put that off right there. So when you're reading this, you're going to be picking out what things that you have. So a wooden block has a mass, and I'm just going to put an M over that, and a volume. I'm going to put a V here. What is the density? So I'm looking for density. That means I'm going to take my mass, which is 562. I'm going to divide it by my volume, 72. And that's how you would put it in the calculator. So you would take your mass, 562, divide, oops, let me clear that out. 62 divided by 72. And you get 7.80555555555. So I would do 2 decimal places. So I'll do 7, 8, and 0, 5. The 5 makes the 0 become the 1. And I am going to have to use grams. And this should be, it didn't copyright, centimeters with a little 3 up above. So this is how we did, in the notes yesterday, we did several problems with this, and we're going to practice with what we're doing today. So that's finding density. I have 2 examples of finding density. So here, a foam square, mass, volume, 72, oops, I meant volume. What is the density? So density equals mass divided by volume. Mass is 62. Put it in the calculator, you'll do divide sign, 72. So you'll take your calculator, 62 divided by 72. You get decimal 86 with a bunch of ones.
Will the ones go in there?
I would just stop it with 2 decimals.
Do we need to write this? We don't write this down.
No, this is just examples. I didn't have a place for you to write them.
Okay.
All right, and so that would be your answer there. Now, sometimes you are not asked to find density, you're asked to find one of the others. So a soda can has a volume, that's my V, and a density, that's my D. What is its mass? I don't know my mass. Well, an easy way to remember this, and one of the videos will show you this, is creating this triangle. If I cover up mass, the M, my D and V are side by side. That means to find mass, I am going to multiply D times V. So 3.2 is my D times 560. Make sure that this ML matches right here. So I'm going to do 3.2 times 560. And I get a density or a mass of 1792. Mass is grams. You have to have units. One more example. If you have to find volume. So again, I'm going to put my triangle here. Density, mass, divided by volume. A wooden block has a mass, that's M, and a density, that's V. What is its volume? I don't know volume, which is V. So if I cover up V, mass is over density, so that means volume equals mass divided by density. Mass is 986 divided by 16. I take the top number, 986,
It's 61.62.
divide key 16, and it's what?
61 point, would it be 63?
Yeah.
Okay.
You would round it to the 2 to a 3 because it has a 5 after it, so 61.63. Volume is centimeters cubed because that's what is used here. So I've shown you 4 examples. So what I would suggest doing is you have, I have 3 videos here that, one just talks about what is density. I think 2 of them may just discuss what is density. And then the third one shows you how to do it. And then you have these density problems. Again, I can give you a worksheet to do it on paper. Well, you're gonna want to do it on paper, so, because this is how I've had you do it. So this is what you would do if, since this is math and you need to write it out. Here, if you were at home, you would do notebook paper or in a Google Doc. On notebook paper, you'd work all your problems. You would open a Google Doc, and this might not work here because I don't have a camera, but I will try to kind of show you. Or you can open a Google Slides, it doesn't matter. You're going to open a blank one. When you're finished, you're going to go to Insert, Image, and if I had a camera, see there's an option for a camera. And so if I had a camera attached here, see it's going to say no camera, it would show up this and you would actually see what your webcam is seeing. You would take your paper and you would hold it in front of your webcam. You might only get half at a time. And you would do insert or take picture and then insert. And then you would take another one, take the picture, insert, and this is what you're going to submit. So to submit this, it's a little bit different. Oops. You have the submit assignment up here. And you have to, I think if you choose file upload, you're not going to be able to see it. I believe you have to choose Google Drive. And we're going to practice this even though yours will be on paper. So I can't access it because I'm masquerading as a student. This would show you your Google Drive in here. You would find your document, click on it, follow all the instructions, and then at the bottom, you would see your file right here and click Submit Assignment. So we're going to practice that if you get this done today. So start with the videos, and then we'll get back to this. So start with the 3 videos, and I'm going to stop recording. So do the 3 videos first, and then we're going to work on this here.
I don't think there's a camera on this one. Oh, there it is. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah, and then you would have to flip yours around
Oh, of course.
and do that, but we'll practice it in a minute. I don't do very many like that, but,
So are we doing every single problem?
yes, because you're gonna need them. You'll need the first few to do the ones at the bottom. We probably won't do 10. So we need to watch the videos first. Yes, and go quickly. I'd watch the videos first and then do the problems.
I think I forgot my pencil pouch and, can I use that pencil right there?
Yes. Do you need your headphones?
I have AirPods, I can like connect it to. And I think it's Bluetooth.
This year, they have the Bluetooth turned on because of all the remoteness, so it should connect.
But normally it's not on?
Normally, it's not on.
Oh.
I don't know what happened to it.